Hey boys, welcome back to some Thursday night football action. It's going to be once again myself taking on the ODD1X in this absolute blockbuster at the SCG. Newcastle Knights taking on the Sydney Roosters. Myself playing as the Newcastle Knights, the ODD1X obviously playing as the Sydney Roosters, and yeah, I think we're in for a good game here. The Knights, I don't know if you'd say the Knights have been outperforming. It's an interesting one because I feel like their team on paper is very good. They have been, like, I mean, the Knights have been struggling for a long time. Last couple of years, they've been building something, and I feel like their team is really starting to come together with some of their new recruits. The Tyson Frizzell going there next year, huge signing. Their forward pack is going to boast some international stars to go along with their international backline players. So I think the Knights, I don't know if they're a premiership team, but they're definitely building towards competing in that top echelon. And then you got the Sydney Roosters on the other end, who have obviously they've been killing it for quite a while now. I've said this before. I've said this many times before, but I do feel like, you know, the loss of Latrell Mitchell, the loss of who else did they lose? Cooper Cronk, obviously. The two main ones there. I think it will affect their team a lot, because personally, Kyle Flanagan, I think he's a solid first grader. But coming into a Roosters outfield, which is going to demand success, you know, it's very similar to a Broncos in that sense. Like, when young fellas come in, you know, even if they're talented and they got all the skills, like they're in the team to win premierships. There's a lot more pressure on them. As a great little run there, Edric Lee, nice little backline sweep to the left. Edric Lee been in sensational form the last couple of years. He's really come on leaps and bounds from his sort of error riddled days. He still has the odd error in him for sure, but he's turned into quite the player. Is right here. We try to attack the blind side. I think it was Tautau Moga on that side. Try to pop the pass to Edric Lee. We just ran out of space. I thought for a second Edric Lee, he can pull it. He's sort of like a Kyle Felt in that sense. He has got a couple of errors in him, but he can do some freakish things. And I thought for a second he might have been able to catch that on the rebound and tiptoe his way down for a try, but couldn't get it done, unfortunately. So a bit of a squandered opportunity early on for the Newcastle boys. As a nice little pass there, bringing Tedesco onto the ball early in this match. But yeah, finishing off with the Roosters. Like I said, they're a team that I think they're gonna be on the decline. They have to be on the decline. There's no way they can keep up minor premiership after minor premiership. It's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. So they're definitely on the decline, and I feel like, you know, I think having Kyle Flanagan at halfback, it's gonna be a big learning curve. It's right here. Beautiful play to the left. Tautau Moga. We just said this before, but he is going to make it to the try line. So a great little opening stanza here from the Newcastle side, attacking this left-hand edge with some very big results. Both Edric Lee, Tautau Moga. Obviously, Tautau is a former Rooster. I think he was a Roosters junior as well. He came through the grades as tipped to be, you know, honestly one of the absolute best young players, most talented, big bodied, like just an absolute superstar coming through. And he's one of those unlucky footballers that just cannot stay on the park. He had that one, I would say, breakout year with the Broncos, where he played, I think he played the whole season uninjured. He might have missed a couple of games, but I think he basically played the full season, and he had a great season. Very powerful, very strong. You know, he's another guy that he's got the odd error in his game, but he's an absolute powerhouse. If he can get on the park fit, he's gonna be a great acquisition for the Knights, because unfortunately they haven't really been able to use his services at the Knights so far. I remember one of his first games, he looked very dangerous, and I think, yeah, it was off, he scored a try, and he did his knee in the same run. He was sort of staggering towards the line, and he obviously did his knee in that situation. As we put the kick up to Daniel Tupu, probably not the ideal kick target there. The big giraffe on the wing. As this game, it's leveled out a bit now. We definitely had the running in that first 10-15 minutes, but both sides just getting into the groove. Obviously, a 6-0 lead is great. It's fantastic to have early, but cannot rest on our laurels here against a formidable Roosters outfit. Great ball there. That was a sensational pass to Joseph Manu. Just a flat face ball, getting their star centre into the game. Great pass. They had support, but we covered back nicely to stop anything there. As we put pressure on the playmaker on last and caused a little turnover. But yeah, the Roosters, you know, that's Cooper Cronk and Latrell Mitchell as well. Like, Joseph Manu has been. He's been amazing. Like, he's played international now, and he's going to be their go-to guy. But on the back of Latrell Mitchell, the Roosters definitely would have won some games that they wouldn't have won if it wasn't for Latrell Mitchell. So they don't have that absolute X factor to give the ball. And obviously, you know, there's plenty of things you can disregard about Mitchell. His laziness, there's a lot of things you can criticize Mitchell for, but he is a match winner. He's a guy that if you give him the footy, he can do anything. He can do absolutely anything. So the Roosters, without him, it's gonna be tougher. They're gonna have to rely on Manu and other players around to really step up. Even with how good they've gone, they're gonna have to go to another level to really, you know, keep up the intensity and the standards. But you know, you talk about that, but then you still got James Tedesco at the back, just always a threat. So it's still it has weakened their attack potential a lot, in my opinion. But they've still got back loads of attacking potential with a couple of youngsters coming through as well who could step up. As great one here, Takiaho just absolutely steamrolling defenders. Not good signs, honestly. I don't. Not great to see the forward pack from the Roosters here just start to pour their way through our defenses. A good shot there. Shibazaki getting across on the 5th tackle as well, looking to exploit that left-hand edge, but we covered it up well. So good stuff there is Dave Clemmer. I think both props from both sides are playing the first 40 here, which is probably fairly understandable. Dave Clemmer, you know, usually. What did he do last year? Probably the first 60 minutes unchanged, or first 50. You know, Hargraves can play huge minutes. Takeaho, if he's not injured, he can play huge minutes. So it's a forward pack with some serious power and aggression, but also the work rate. Like, it's a forward. Both teams have good hard-working forward packs with some class and X factor about them. So going toe to toe early here, but hopefully our big men can match it with the Roosters in the back stages of this game. As the kick goes up here, James Tedesco, ever reliable, comes down with it, and only 3 minutes to go in this first half, and yeah, it's been a slog. It's been a grind fest in the last 20-30 minutes. Haven't probably Roosters have had a couple more chances in the back stages, but nothing real. They didn't have like a full set of 6 inside the 20. So defensively, both sides looking pretty strong, attacking the edges here. Nice little ball. It gets ricocheted off Edric Lee. I thought he could have picked off the intercept, but that's it's going to go to ground, and that will be the last play before the halftime break. So we'll go into the sheds with a 6-0 lead and feel very happy about that one. As we look at the halftime stats, if we click on it, we don't want to click on the halftime stats. Apparently, we're not going to see the halftime stats. You know what? I thought I looked at the stats, but apparently I didn't. So I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they were pretty solid. I'm trying to think if there were any errors in that first half. I think that was a rare half of footy with 0 errors. Am I missing one? I might have missed one. I might have missed one or two from either side, but that was a very, very professional first half of footy from both sides. Looking strong in the middle, the forward pack going strong, outside backs defending well. We had a little bit of success early down our left-hand flank, but other than that, it's been pretty stiff and very back and forth. So we just have to come out in the second half and match the intensity, because you know for a fact that the Roosters are going to come out and really try to up the ante with their go forward and just around the middle, get Tedesco involved, try to swing it out wide. So we gotta be on our A game, really. We got the lead. We want to maintain and try to, sneak another try. It's a great kick here, actually. It's going to find the end goal. Edric Lee able to break one tackle, but still inside the 20-meter line. A good solid first upset by the Roosters there. It's a long pull out there. Shibazaki almost could have been a sneaky intercept. So we don't want to, don't be silly with it. As Jacob Saifidi just steamrolling a couple of tacklers there. Just a powerful charge by the Fijian. What a run. As they're trying to get Kalen Ponga into the game. Haven't really seen both fullbacks being pretty quiet in this game so far, and that could be the real clinch here as he's right out wide, almost getting that last pass away to Edric Lee. But that could be the match clincher or the real momentum shift, depending what fullback can really stamp their authority. Because yeah, Tedesco and Ponga, solid. As right here, we take the ball. Connor Watson gets it. How on earth? He just took that out of the air. I don't know. James Tedesco must have just completely missed it. Connor Watson coming through like a missile, just scooped it up. And I think he caught it on the full and almost got to the try line. I don't know how we didn't get to the try there. That was that could have been a huge moment, but the Roosters do survive. But third tackle looking very, very shaky coming out there, and a huge shot there coming in outside in, a massive hit, and really gaining some momentum in this second half. It's a great shot there. Shibazaki again covering well. That our right hand defense has been very solid with Shibazaki and whoever else. Is the kick here. We put pressure on the kicker and it's gone into touch. Are they going to rule it played at? I think they might, because I think, in the NRL sense, if you go for a tackle, they rule it as you play at the footy, basically. Well, actually, it's weird because they do it when you pass the footy, but if you go for a kick and it comes off a play not playing at it, they don't call it played at half the time. I don't know. It's a weird one. It's a weird one, but the Roosters are going to get honestly, a fairly lucky reprieve right there. We had them absolutely pinned. It's Kalen Ponga absolutely belts Hargraves. Oh, get that into your son after that cheap shot last year, coming down on Ponga and putting him out of action for a little bit. But we really, that was disappointing. As again, Hargraves, I don't know how long Hargraves must have played the first 57 minutes unchanged here. He has not had a spell. Looking very, very dangerous. A great ball there. Lachlan Lamb palms off Kalen Ponga, and Lachlan Lamb is going to get to the try line to score the match equalizer. Well, they haven't kicked the goal yet, but I'm sure he will not miss from in front here. That was Lachlan Lamb, the absolute super sub off the bench. Just found himself an open space. It was a great ball to him. Then Kalen Ponga having to do some work previously. I think 2 tackles. He got bumped off before, but the big shot previously, he was a little bit gassed, and Lachlan Lamb, the young fella, just able to shrug him off. So Ponga would not be happy with that defensive effort at the back. And the Roosters gaining some huge momentum. That's a huge turning point, because like I was going to say, we had the Roosters absolutely on tilt in that set of 6. They made 10 meters. They could not get it out of their 20-meter line. We were just trying to put pressure on the kicker, and we get pinged for we don't get pinged for a penalty or anything, but they get a 6 to go, a repeat set, and they were able to score on the back of it. So massive. And even before that, Connor Watson could have scored off the bomb. So a couple of huge moments in this game going for the Roosters. Excuse me. And yeah, it's taking a shift because something was bound to happen. It was back and forth as now Mitchell Orbison's shrugging off tacklers. This is a bit of the worry here. I was worried the intensity and the fight our boys have been putting up to this Roosters powerhouse. That could we maintain the standards and you know, starting to fall off a few tackles, which is not what we want to see. Is Jake Friend a pass away to, who was that, Angus Crichton off the bench now. So 18 or 17 minutes to go in this game. Still anyone's ball game. It's yeah, it's gonna be one of those moments. It's gonna be one of those breakthrough moments. Could be a Kalen Ponga, could be a Tedesco to break the game open. Lachlan Lamb, he did it before. Could he do it again? But we're looking. Oh, great run there. Who was that? Aiden Guerra off the bench. He's just steamrolling. So I was just saying our boys are a bit on tilt, but the Roosters forwards also looking a little bit fatigued. Now David Clemmer just going straight through. A couple of players must have been offside because they didn't want to give away the penalty. And all of a sudden we're back on the attack. Aiden Guerra, nice flat pass away there. As we're looking to go left here to this blind side. Herman Esiasi, nice long ball, but Edric Lee, he was under pressure. Probably not the pass. They had us numbered basically, and yeah, put him under all sorts of pressure. It's Lachlan Lamb again making so much ground out of their red zone. He's made a huge difference since being on the field. Is now Angus Crichton able to get through some sloppy defense, but yeah, not a great pass to Edric Lee. It wasn't a terrible pass as Isaac Liu now. Great. That was a great little change of direction with that pass from Keary to get Liu into the space, and all of a sudden the Roosters with all sorts of running in this game. Josh Morris getting oh so close there. Under 10 minutes, inside the 10-meter line. What are they going to do here? Not go for the field goal, but the kick across field. We got to cover to hit the post, and Angus Crichton has taken it off the upright. Oh my goodness. This game is turned around dramatically here. That is a great kick across field. We had a covered in goal, but I don't know if he was aiming for the post or not, but he has placed it perfectly. Look at this one, straight off the upright there. Bang, into the lap of Angus Crichton, just following through like every good forward should, sneaking a try, and he gets it. He gets a huge try. Under 10 minutes to go. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to come back in this one. Our boys, they fought hard. They're already gassed. They're under a little bit of fatigue. So we just need a final 10 minutes burst here to really try to up the ante. We got some fresh legs coming on the field, which is good to see. But we're going to have to go all out in this final stage because, you know, the Roosters, they're a champion team, and in these big moments, they're just able to clinch them. So we need something. We've got a former Rooster in Mitchell Pearce. Hopefully he can stand up. Haven't actually commented on Pearce at all. He's been very quiet against his former club, Pearcey. So disappointing to see. I would have liked to see a little bit more, but you know, this moment is made for Pearce. Can he bring it home to beat the Roosters? Who is this? Takiaro getting through defenders, cops the high shot. Oh, that is not what we needed at all. And that could be the ball game right there. That run off the kickoff, we needed some aggression, we needed some intensity, and we got zip. We got absolutely nothing on that kick return. But the kick for touch, it does not go out. Edric Lee is gonna scoop it up. Luke Keary with the big mistake, and it gives us a sniff. It gives us a big sniff in this game to clinch a try at the end here. If they kick that out, take the tap, I think that's game over. But we've got a sneaky chance as Jaden Brayley, a great little scamper there, just throwing dummies, able to exploit that middle third. As we look to go left here, Kurt Mann, nice little dummy show and go, gets it to Edric Lee. Oh, very close to a clean break there as we got him on a little bit of tilt here. Tautau Moga for the line. He's dove early. He's put it down. Oh my goodness. Tautau Moga. He saw that the Roosters defense was scrambling back. He took the line on. He's been big this game. He's been huge, but he's come up with a massive error. He dove early and he just couldn't get to the try line. Oh, that's the ball game. That's the ball game. It could have been so much different. It could have been so much different this game, but geez, what a game though. Honestly, what a Thursday night showpiece. This has been a tremendous football match. Not many errors from both sides, both looking very solid. Attack has been good. Only the 3 tries, but both attacks were solid. Defense solid. Yeah, it just took a little bit of class from the Roosters to get that one done. Unfortunately, I thought our boys put in a huge effort and a big performance, but a heartbreaking defeat. We could have snatched a match sealer and gotten a golden point, but you know, I think we can hang our heads up there. That was a quality game of football. As Hargraves probably understandably man of the match. But hopefully you guys enjoyed Thursday night footy. Make sure to stay tuned for Friday night's action on the ODD1X's channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.